Hansden says, I go to New Zealand in April for 3 weeks for a holiday. Can you tell me more about the best parts of the North Island?
Okay, let's get the North Island out.
All right, so we're going to use our beautiful map now. Just between our beautiful map. Laura, do you want to pick one place?
Okay, I'm going to go for one of my favourite places in the North Island, which is the Tongariro National Park. Let's do a little...
Okay, I get a pen for the next one.
Yeah.
Actually, I get the blue one.
Oh, it's just around here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tongariro National Park.
So, yeah, that's one of my favourite places in the North Island because it is the home of, obviously, a national park. It is one of New Zealand's very first national parks that was established. And what's really cool here is that it's got some of the best volcanic landscape in the whole country. You can see Mount Nauhoi, which is otherwise known as Mount Doom in the Lord of the Rings. It's home to one of the most popular day hikes in New Zealand, which is the Tongariro Crossing. But on top of that, there's loads more walks that you can be doing, so you don't necessarily have to do the Tongariro Crossing because it gets really busy nowadays. I would definitely suggest doing one of the many other walks there, and if you want to capture some amazing volcanic landscapes, Tongariro National Park is definitely worth spending a few days there.
Since we have used 10 of them, I'm not going to talk for a whole minute about it, but I'm going to say Raglan right here. Raglan is the surf mecca of New Zealand. There is some amazing surf spots for both beginners and for experienced surfers. The whole vibe of the town is kind of like a artsy, hippie, bohemian, hipster. It's such a really cool, it's a really cool town, and if you do want to try surfing in New Zealand, it's the best place for, as I say, beginner and experienced ones. So I'd say Raglan.
Yes. Another really awesome place is Rotorua. Is that where you would say it?
I think it's about here, but
okay.
It'll be fine. It's around there.
Yeah. So Rotorua is a super popular tourist destination in New Zealand. It's really famous for its geothermal activity. So there's lots of geothermal parks with all their amazing hot pools and lakes and geysers and loads of really weird and wacky stuff to see. And they also have a huge hub for Maori culture there, so you can see lots of Maori shows. You can do all sorts of Maori things there, so that's really cool as well.
Cool. My next one is Pahia up there, right here.
It's a little bit high for Pahia.
Oh yeah, shit, that's true. I went on the wrong base right here.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, cool. So sorry, Pahia right here. Now Pahia is the gateway to the Bay of Islands with 144 different islands. It's absolutely amazing. There's plenty to do here. You can swim with dolphins, you can skydive and land on the beach. You can explore the Hole in the Rock, which is an amazing rock formation, and get to see some of those islands. There is some bird paradise as well. And you can take yourself a bus to go all the way up to Cape Reinga, which is the top of the North Island. And this is where the Tasman Sea and the Tasman Sea here and the Pacific Ocean meet, and you can see two different colors of water across the horizon meeting. It's absolutely stunning. Your bus is going to drive on the beach. It's going to be amazing, and you're going to do some sandboarding. There is so much to do right here, so Pahia is definitely on my list.
Okay, next one on my list is Gisborne. So if you really want to get off the beaten track on the North Island, or is it more like that?
I think so, I'm not sure. But
it's along this coast somewhere. The Gisborne area, let's say.
Right.
Okay, so if you want to get off the beaten track in the North Island, maybe get away from the tourist crowds, experience a more slower pace of life, something a little bit more relaxed, the Gisborne area and all its amazing beaches is definitely an awesome place to go check out. You can do surfing there, brewery tours, just basically anything relaxing that you want to do. Gisborne is the place to go for that.
Definitely, that's such a cool place. Yeah, I really do like it. Okay, so my next one's gonna be right here. It's cliche, and I think everybody has to go there, but it's Waitomo. You can do some blackwood rafting. So again, it's like some caving. There is those beautiful caves with the glowworms. It's just such a different part of the world. Just seeing those glowworms in the caves is fantastic. The fun of of doing the tubing underneath and just climbing underneath all those all those caves and those wet and then cold and everything. It's an epic challenge. I love everything about it. So yeah, Waitomo definitely on my list.
Yeah. I think we should maybe add a city destination on the list as well. And we have just talked in our previous question about Wellington. So like we just said, well, there's so much to do in Wellington. And if you really want to get that city vibe in New Zealand, get a good selection of museums, art, culture, amazing botanic gardens, then Wellington is the place to go.
All right, so my second to last, Laura, you only have one more. You better pick right. She's going to
Right.
pick Hobbiton. Don't, there's no question. All right, so I'm going to pick Mount Taranaki right here. Mount Taranaki, this beautiful cone-shaped volcano that you've seen probably thousands of pictures of if you did look into New Zealand. But it's not just that. First, the mountain is absolutely beautiful, but it's surrounded by a beautiful national park with something called more like the Goblin Forest. It's a beautiful forest that really feels like an actual fantasy world. You walk in, every single tree is covered of moss. It's fantastic. There is beautiful waterfall, and the climb, especially in summer, up to Mount Taranaki is an absolute pleasure. It's really cool. It's so fun. I think that Mount Taranaki should be on the list of most people going there. Now, when you're going to try to plan where to stay in Mount Taranaki and everything, probably around the New Plymouth area would be the best place. So that's going to be a town which is just around here, next to it. And if you guys are into surfing and you say dragline is my thing, well, around this area as well, if you go around the coast right here, it's called the Surf Highway, and there's plenty of there's plenty of surf spots along the way. So this area here is the region is called Taranaki, the mountain is called Mount Taranaki, the town is called New Plymouth. Definitely worth visiting.
Definitely.
Laura, your last one.
You want me to choose Hobbiton?
I don't want to. I don't care. I just know you will.
I won't actually, because I was thinking of the Coromandel.
Oh, nice.
So the Coromandel is really awesome for beaches. It's the place where Cathedral Cove is located. There's hot water beach where you can dig yourself your own little hot pool because it's got a geothermal spring underneath the sand. And also inland, there's a lot of really cool hikes you can be doing. There's a really popular one called the Pinnacles Walk, but you could also be doing canyoning. You can see kauri trees there, which are the biggest types of trees in New Zealand. So it's a real good mix of forest and like inland mountain adventures and coastal beautiful golden sand beaches.
Yeah, that's true. All right, well, if she didn't pick Hobbiton, I will. Hobbiton is right here, so it's a little township of Matamata, and Hobbiton is basically your classic picture of New Zealand. You go over there, the tour walking around will be about let's say about 2 hours. You walk around, a bit shorter than 2 hours to be honest, but you walk around, you see the whole movie set, you take your awesome pictures, you learn about the Lord of the Rings, and because Laura and I are both nerds, well, you know, we did enjoy it. It's a really cool place to visit. It's a really like iconic kind of stuff to do on the North Island, and the good thing is that again it's less than 2 hour tour. So you know, when you drive from Auckland, you know, for reference, Auckland would be here. So you know, when you drive from Auckland, you know, and you go to Raglan, then you can maybe go to Hobbiton as a pit stop before you go to Waitomo, as a pit stop before you go to Rotorua. So it's definitely a very easy one to fit along the way. So yeah, Hobbiton is very helped geographically as well to be one of the hotspots on North Island. But here you go. That is, you know, just from the top of our head, 10 things that we do really love about the North Island. Hansden body. I'm pretty sure I'm destroying that. But that's her name.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying hands down.
No. Anyway, so if you do have any follow-up questions, go for it. If you guys are watching a replay of this video and you want to know more about some of the places, or if you do have some itinerary question, anything like that, go for it. We're here to help.
Sweet.